啊，两边的阵容我们也讲过，翻暗排，那你临场的反应，包括教练组这个下面也在疯狂的脑子在转圈，就是对面这个阵容到底要怎么来打，我们的强点和弱点到底在哪里
Let's get into split.
啊，最终两支队伍的表现还是要归结到赛
Let's
场
get the
中。
YouTube chatters up.
上半场目前的这个阵容体系啊 ，EDG
There we
在
go.
进攻端其实非常依赖于
Don't wanna
双前
ignore
锋
them.
的控制技能对于康康的帮助，而对于 FPX 来说，他们有少尉，他们可以更尽可能的去拖，把战线时间拉长。
FPX against EDG. FPX on defense, EDG on attack. Which arena did I like the most for kickoffs? I tell you what, the EMEA arena was a lot nicer when I went there. Like it looks a lot nicer in person than actually on screen in my mind. So maybe EMEA. The Pacific one looked a bit like a little bit like a basement, man.
两边上来 A 小铁板碰了个面。
对，那其实球球这个位置有点去变相顶替少尉的感觉了，在进攻端单挂。
I mean, I think the China one's probably the best. Like, there's so much crowd as well. That's a big difference. Oh, that is such a well-timed Omen flash.
现在柏林在点后有点尴尬，封了两个隔点烟去救一下自己。
If he gets one, he's a god.
他没有太多技能去阻碍对手了，
没办法，血量也已经被削弱了。
15滴血，刚刚已经来到了阳台。那现在回防成为了现在非常大的一个难
Yeah,
题。
under the ocean, yeah, dude, it looks like that.
不停的去绕你的后。
二加1没技能了，他刚才把最后一个巨人余波交了，但他的枪打了一个中路，有一个1对1 ，Life 也对赢。步行自来回到队友的旁边。
Was ICS player, player, coach, observer. We tried it all.
技能帮队友拉个枪线什么的。
Differing levels
怎么出得
for
去
each.
是个非常大的问题。阿阳要等自己的上方地线吗？可能充能时间还不确定有多久。
应该还挺久的。啊，吃了对面的一个山峰地线，但是是个假的。康康的位置暴露，知道阳台有人，但第一时间 Smoky 在 B 大的正面直接接住两人，缓解了巨大的压力。
那这一个回合主打的还是正面双先锋的技能压制，甚至配合幽影的暗眼，让点内整个
Known for the Sliggy, I mean the Sliggy pick was a thing, Weber, you're not wrong.
全都吃控制了。
Especially with the scout.
这波打完 FPX 在 B 点的一个站位是肯定要调的。就这两个人的站位，第一是互相照看不到，第二是暗眼给完要出事。
就是在
If you do a very low trip, does it catch the Yoru TP? No, the TP goes straight through it. I'm 99% sure. I'm actually not 100% sure on that,
看
but
一下 FPX 防守方站位后面怎么调吧，这一分倒无关紧要，因为这分是要拼的。
EDG 好弹啊，他们只起了3把枪。
do I like playing or coaching more?
边线的球球其实是
Playing? Dude, coaching's stressful, man. Coaching's stressful. I don't like not being in control.
反应更快一点。
但球就是那个没枪的人，所以这是唯一万。
Like just doing as much as you can and then it being out of your hands to an extent is, yeah, that feeling's horrible.
然后自己丢雷控制 B 2楼。
Fun though, but
对方逼回去一个人经典吗？
has ups and downs.
但是辽犬的威力和护甲的保护还是让他胜出。Smoky 也在2楼加了一个，但1楼的残血被打掉。Nobody 也倒了 Autumn 2发正。
Oh wait, everything's going wrong. Dude, there's some guns here. They can't really get to
很熟
them.
悉是吧？人家爆能器在安装，滴了一下，好像还是不太敢。
这个包得等挺久的，最后只能安一个安全包。你现在 B 大包是安不了的，2楼完全失控。
队友还要帮忙去架一下，甚至还有毗邻之虎加暗眼。
暗眼要吃1楼的人，要吃安包人，但是反手的暗眼给的非常漂亮，2楼的人出来补不了枪。
但这个距离下对枪EDG的优势太大。
This is not a convincing round. 62 HP?
这个攻击距离，
换位置 ，Smoky 换位置，在 C 位这边。
7 HP, man. That was close. The second shot was really nice. The second shot was really, really nice at the end there.
我把距离跟你拉开。
And that's so much damage done.
轻甲呀，他这分也挺危险的。重甲可能容错率要稍微高一些。这分有惊无险。
Bro, look at those shots,
我觉得
man.
刚刚那个雷其实还挺致命的，本来是一个很好的去反擒的机会。
不是这个雷应该出去了。
对，但最终还是差之毫厘。 结果却失之千里。那 EDG 有惊无险的把自己的奖励分拿到，现在是2比0暂时领先。而且从经济的积累上来说，浩东这一分是存了钱的。
这一分他们还是就除了 Smoky 这个钱是应该发了把枪出去啊，其他人都是够下一分起的。
是。隔离解除。那现在要看技能的收益了。
Through, hello mate.
在进攻端非常吃双向。
Jaws as well, hello.
雷大对枪。
Okay, big buy round against. I mean, not much of a bonus. We did drop one. So Smoggy in theory can't buy next.
有点晚了，两边做中路技能的互换。
对，其实我认为 FPX 这个阵容体系一定要把 Life 送出去。 才会给对手造成非常大的威胁。如果只是在点内正常架枪防守的话，其实夜路并没有什么太大的优势，还是要来到对方去猜不到的一些角度和位置。
那这波 Life 一倒，现在防守方又陷入一个比较局促的境地。尽管枪械有优势，但现在人数的劣势已经导致覆盖出问题了。所以我们看到有人在往 B 点。
Okay, FPX once they clear over towards B though, might free up the breach. Yeah, especially as this trip gets done. Ooh, that smoke did not hit the mark. Guys got a good setup on site though. We got 25 seconds, man. I saw has a good chance. Oh. Man, he is eating everybody util though. Oh man, poor guy. I mean, he did great. Yeah, he did enough to kill the spikes. No time on. Wait. Oh, I actually thought they had no time on that.
要拆开打了，关键现在球球好像并不知道自己身后有人，
可能很难防得到。没问题，
先打掉2楼站下来，那 EDG 的位置有点被压缩。
The big round.
但对面这个暗影很致命，看一下柏林的暗影要怎么来投。
斯莫给已经是交出了自己的闪电爆破。
翻板，柏林的暗影还没有交出，给了一个柴包烟，暗影即将出手。
有矩阵余波可以保证第一时间不会被对方低包。
这波暗影的效果很差，其实没有给对面造成什么影响。
但这个烟，柏林现在很尴尬，他得去开包，时间好像已经不够。
Yeah, nicely done. Nicely done. So the extra bit of investment pays off there as well. So now's their chance to get a lot of money, get a lot of money, get a lot of ults, have an insane start.
如果那个就这一波，这一波如果没有命中，这个爆能器是安不了的，大概率安不了的。
就如果要打 A 的话，就是怎么快速把 A 点点内清干净，成为了每一个进攻方需要去考虑。
Which team seems the most fun to coach? Probably FPX, but at the same time, one of the most stressful, I imagine. That's kind of where I'm at.
我觉得更多的是需要队友给他更多的支援，他不能一个人去潜压，一个人去摸，一个人去跟对方去正面对枪，那这样的话防守方永远是吃亏的。
Still surprising that only a few teams are doing the Navi buy. I think people are scared of the Outlaw at the moment a little bit. But yeah, I do agree with you. The thing is, though, you know the thing about the FPX buy, or the FPX or like Navi buy, whatever you want to call it. It's hard to get it as good as Navi do. Right, it does actually take a lot of time to just kind of drill into like who can take the risks when the rifle should be swinging, etc. Like there's a lot into it. So it isn't just like it's kind of similar to when like people still like a whole comp but don't fully understand it. It actually has like a lot of thought behind it in terms of who is allowed to do what. So I imagine some teams might have tried it, and in practice, they were just getting eco'd all the time. Do you play it a little bit wrong? Do you give the enemy team a gun? It's a nightmare. Okay, and at the very least, EDG on this want to make sure that Kankan gets an orb of some sort. Kill, plant, whatever.
EDG 这个阵容有人在断啊，
柏林没想到这个位置有人。那抬枪的情况来看，就是没想到这个位置。
Right here, I would be tempted if I was Kankan to not take a risk yet, but like in 10 seconds time, time for him to take a risk.
就以下枪为主，但是山盟地线又一次就是刚才如果有人过来帮 Autumn， 谁帮谁死。那么主动上去清人，没想到还有一个卖一个藏一个。
And there we go. See him just insta-hunting. They get the ult online. Nicely done from them. What do I think about balancing Viper by removing one molly and reverting some kind of gas? Oh, bro. Any nerf that you say that for Viper that is actually like legit wrecks her a little bit, I'm gonna be down for. Like I think this agent is crazy strong. I think it should be annihilated.
就往点
Like I'd give her no mollies, man.
如果是缩的太靠近点内的话，那对方去控制一些 AY 边缘，比如说 A2楼啊这种位置。
Okay, another big buy round for FPX, and they gotta start.
果然两个
Gotta start doing something here.
他这两个半线，按照他现在的战术的想法，就是有人进点，我去过路收头。
刚刚把大开了。
Did he misclick?
我很怀疑，
这好像
我很怀疑是误触。
He misclicked, right?
那个角度开大没道理的。那少了一个晚焰火，那其实对于 EDG 来说节奏非常伤啊，
有点幽默。
Do I think Deadlock needs a rework? I think Deadlock's legit, man. I think Deadlock's good. I'm putting it out there.
因为这个晚焰火其实是一般来说是吹响进攻号角。
In a team, it's awful in ranked. Don't get me wrong. In ranked, you're pretty much trolling if you pick it. In team play, I think it's good, man. I really do. I think the kit's legit. The grenade is very underrated.
这一分其实更多的要看 Smokey 的技能覆盖在什么地方。
发泄一下，大招清空点数，再吃个球。这两根半线让 A 点看似是固若金汤，而且毗邻之虎这个技能好像也不太好去把两个半线全探了。
对，主要是在那个距离，甚至毗邻之虎。
Oh man, their first buy round, they lose a pick. Dude, Life is so loose on defense. He wants to always peek. Like it feels like EDG always managed to get a peek. Just because he's willing to give it to them. They always get a duel. Alright, I'll see you in a bit.
中路是把康康断掉，但这个回防从上帝视角来看，我觉得其实已经可以不用做了。
保枪吧，我觉得。
对，因为暗也没有，尽管铁臂有一套技能，但是这个技能组其实并不会有特别好的一个效果。
想震一下 Nobody 招狼的时间，但是这个想震掉人还是比较难的。
这波。 感觉是就是在保和不想保之间在犹豫。
Gotta save on this one. Gotta save and let the money get even better. Oh man, this is a nightmare. Absolute nightmare.
但是现在对于整个 FPX 来言，应该是没有什么太大的机会。
这分我觉得。
Did I see it Swiss for Madrid? Yeah, people were telling me about that the other day. I think that's cool, to be honest. I'm down to see it. Weber, do you know that? So, are they doing it for the first section of Swiss? Is it still? So, say that you came second with Heretics. Do you only play people that came first, right? You're just assuming it's second and first. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. I never know. You never know, but that makes the most sense. Makes it pretty hard for the anti-strat. Like, it makes it real hard for the anti, that you don't know who you're going to be playing until... I wonder how early the draws happen. How does Swiss work? Swiss is the 8 teams, everyone with a 1-0 record plays each other, everyone with a 0-1 record play each other, right? Until you get a team that gets 3, basically. So that 4 go through and 4 don't. It's you know, like you know, majors like CS majors. It's the same as them. Yeah, I think that's a nightmare for anti-stratting.
两个闪打完之后，看枪法能不能去制胜。
对，然后另外就是两个人间的小配合，山崩地线和或者闪的一些小配合。现在进攻方打了一波非常慢。
Will they be best of 3s? Yeah, they'll be best of 3s.
没有去碰过。
Who do I think is getting replaced in Bleeds? I don't think anyone. I don't think they need to make changes.
这个时候，地楼梯的烟散了。
我们说过经典的 EDG 的会让 Nobody 单走的一个玩法。
但我觉得当前版本单走也不是不行，因为其实斯凯的真正的作用相比于之前。
Bleed does hit rock bottom early. That's it. That's all it is. And they'll bounce back.
就有 Smokey 在，王他这一分打得非常洒，中路是 Smokey 中路是 Nobody 的单走，然后 A 大是单挂一个康康。
Their owner said they are. Wait, really?
支架取得了收益啊，那撞到了防守非常强势的 B 点。
That's interesting. It's an overreaction, I would say. Wait, are we really getting changes? That hit the guy at the back? That hit the guy at the back too? Dude, I can't predict results.
两支队伍的一个对抗有点逆向缩影，就是为什么呢？就是 EDG 现在整个在进攻端的节奏是完全 往慢的去放，他们会压缩时间，等待第2轮的技能 CD。
是，
这有点像 FunPlus 以前的一些风格和打法。两支队伍的风格其实
Benefit of winning the regional final, you get 3 champs points, so it helps you qualify for champs in like the regular season. So it still is pretty big. It basically just means that you're allowed a bit of wiggle room in the normal season. Like you're allowed to lose some games that maybe you wouldn't be allowed to lose.
3个终极技能，不过这3个终极技能的威胁相比于之前要小一些，没有晚焰火。
这一轮你就不用那么担心，说我今年会迎头被晚焰火洗玻璃。
嗯。现在这个 B 通道，现在需要去等待一些时间。
Paying attention to YouTube chat, yeah, I'm getting better.
超强势的防守好像让 FPX
It was always gonna be rough at the start.
零只有1个半线放在了 A 区来做时间的拖延。
中路这次没有再让。
The good news was how clean the round before was. Bad news is how much money they have.
想抓山崩地陷给到，但是对面利用下水道，哦，这一波很灵活。
拐角的掩体，这波上头了，
我就是要杀。
No way, bro. He tried to help him out with a breach flash as well.
你能看得到这一波其实技能的
That's insane. He definitely mistimed it with a stun a little bit.
但是有一个问题，地形可以让刚才的浩东有那么一点点的折腾的空间。
Man, at the moment, Life is gonna have a lot of first deaths right now. I'm a bit worried for him.
不太好用一波技能按死一个人。
而进攻方山崩地陷给到点里面的人，看点里面能活多久，活不了太久了，感觉这是哎呀，抬手就是一下，顶着眩晕打了2个，剩8滴血，
全白的情况还活着。
精灵决定想
哦，
他一边退一边交，把这大招交出去。精灵决定左边有人，但他只需要吃到1发就会倒，但12秒进攻。
Damn, bro.
应该是没有太多希望了吗？哇，说球就还有
Spike at the back, not a chance if this guy plays it well.
不能有任何的松手啊，已经来不及了。那这样的话，这一分 FPX 是打一个。
Nicely done, dude. How did he get 2 there?
能感觉得到 EDG
Cosmetic stun? Yeah, but Jack, come on. You're saying cosmetic? Oh, the guy was like 2 HP.
整个进攻 A 区的决心。
The guy that he stunned didn't even have to hit a headshot. Straight up body shot.
在眩晕醒来的一瞬间，阿阳抬手就是一发，先把康康秒掉，
对，
然后再接一个，成为了这一分的关键支柱。
这也是阿阳个人能力的体现。FPX 真的太缺这种回合的表现了。他们需要用个人能力去提升整个团队的士气。
是，也是来了一个技术暂停啊，现在也是稍作调整。我们也是稍微等一下。
其实能看得到 EDG 在目前面对对手的一些套路，他其实也没有做特别丰厚的准备，因为确实也没有办法知道对手的一个战术策略。但是今天 FPX 在某些这种技战术取得优势的情况之下，没有把握住这个优势，没有把它转化为胜势，也是对于他们自己来说比较可惜的一件事情。
是。那我们也看一下，现在对于2支队伍来说，这个时候就各自冷静一下头脑吧，因为技术暂停期间是不能和自己的。
If Viper is heavily nerfed, which teams do you think benefit from it? Trying to think on the top of my head. Not many teams are using less Viper.
FPX 比较需要阿阳这样的一个表现，就是去。
There's been a few. I mean, EDG don't use it on Bind. K-Corp don't use it on Sunset. There's not too. I mean, most teams use it a lot, to be honest, man.
一方面是 EDG 在长期的默认下面没有达到信息，前面大概40秒钟就是从1分。
Thing is, it's just like, will we get it mid-season? I'm not sure. We got enough complaints about the Sky nerf. I don't know if they'll do it mid-season. And I think so it's not like not like normal stuff, right, for this one, because it's like Sky nerf, sorry, Viper nerf. If we're looking at it, if you want to compare Viper to like let's compare it because the pick rates are high, right? The pick rates are as high as like OP Astra and OP Chamber. But those two were dominating a ranked, right? So Viper doesn't dominate ranked at all. Let's be honest, unless you somehow have a duo and you're both picking smokes or something. So it doesn't really dominate ranked. They don't need to change Viper until after the season. They can pretty much just let it go. Like the meta's good enough at the moment. It's not like game breaking. There's a lot of it at the moment, but we've seen comps that can work without it, and most people are just embracing it. So it doesn't need to change until after the season. So hopefully we don't see a change until after the season, but we'll see. Marina, thank you so much. Dude, you subbed the other day as well. Thank you for the 11 months. Make the webcam a bit bigger? I can do. Just for you, I'll give you a little bit. How about that? That's the most we get him. Is this attack pause? Yeah. You reckon Sen will beat NRG? I mean, NRG should be favorites, for sure. I think Sen can beat NRG. I think it's going to be hard for them. I think NRG are just strong, but I don't know, man. Both of these teams look so good. A weaker Viper would suck in ranked, yeah, but you also have to have like a good... You gotta have a good level, right? Viper is the pro play version of Reyna, right? Reyna's OP in ranked, but it's kind of useless in... It's not useless. Don't get me wrong, it's not useless in pro play, but it's not the best in pro play. And then it's the opposite for Viper. Like in ranked, I mean, honestly, it is pretty good. It's just more the fact that everyone just thinks that it can be a solo controller on every map.
然后打双先锋的这套阵容，在他们最近的这5场比赛里面都没打过，可能在整个进化者赛都没有打过，所以对于他们来说，其实也是个新的挑战。而对于 FPX 来说，他们现在打这套夜路，就我们有讲过，虽然他们最近其他地图玩过夜路，而且是 Life 跟 Autumn 2个人都玩过夜路，但是
Send Energy similar to K-Corp being Fnatic or Team Heretics being Na'Vi. They're probably closer matched in terms of like what we've seen so far. It was still hard to predict EMEA because we have like... We have 2 cores of Fnatic and Na'Vi that have stayed together for so long and been pretty good with results. I think that it's a little bit... I think the odds should be closer for Sentinels NRG just because it's newer teams.
但如果大地图对方可能没这么快，
是包括那个地形也是成为了救浩东的一个关键。所以我觉得对于 Life 来说，就他现在我感觉至少是 FPX 里面压力最大的。就队友这边其实现在其实都算略有建树。
The thing that makes me scared for Sentinels is 4 coaches for NRG, experienced players, and head coach to just make sure that it's all like digestible and good plans. And Sentinels having to change so much in a short amount of time. Which they definitely can do. I think they've already demonstrated that they can change stuff up, so... What's the lesser of 2 evils? Doubting Potter or doubting Sadak? Probably doubting Sadak, but I don't know, man. It will be fun. I'm excited to... I hope we see Ascent, because I think Potter will dismantle the Loud comp on Ascent. But it might not happen as well. We'll see. I think the Loud comp on Ascent is similar. I similarly view it to the Fnatic Lotus comp, and it could just dominate Ascent for like 6 months, and then we don't really get to see it punished until like recently. So who knows? The problem is teams can just turtle and just be super focused on their own stuff. So.
FPX 在等一会儿恢复比赛之后，他们要做出的一些应对，我觉得首先在防守端，他们其实做出了一些这种非常规前压的尝试，但是效果很不尽如人意。对，反而是在点内应接，效果是拿到了很多的分数，就2分嘛。
Mute the stream. I can turn the stream down a little bit. How about that?
双先锋的一个衔接，其实刚才就我们暂停前面那一分，
down a little bit for you.
我觉得2个先锋在 EDG 里边，他们的技能衔接没有做到最好。就因为你铁臂加斯凯，我们回忆一下，就是 EDG 最早面对 Giants 的时候头疼的时候，就是你没有对枪的机会，你永远在闪、背闪，然后就是背阵，就是背闪。
Dude, I'll be down for it, Fio. Let's see what you got.
吃到一些控制技能，就你没有很。
What's your comp? Or do you not want to say your comp?
在自己这边，他们2个先锋的并没有非常无缝的
Okay, let me
接
turn
到
this back
阿
up.
阳的身上，才给了阿阳台枪能够打2个的机会。
好的，那重新回到比赛 ，FPX 对阵 EDG 的比赛 ，EDG 来进攻 ，FPX 来防守。而现在目前 FPX 遇到了一些难题。
Okay. FPX on 2, EDG on 5.
感觉技能稍微有点滞后啊。
两边在 B 大碰了一波，
华人巡游弹一下。
这分进攻方总攻的信号肯定是这个追猎是0。
Did CS players really kick their PCs to get tech pauses? In the looser days when like I'm talking way budget lands, I'm talking real budget lands. This was what even was this LAN? can't even remember what the LAN was. It was a French LAN. When it was way more budget and there were like more teams, the worst thing I ever saw was a team lose 2 players and then one of the players go to the router and pull out the Ethernet. So the server crashed. That's the worst thing I've ever seen. But that was like loser LANs, man. It was a pure madness back then. Back in 1970, yeah, pretty much. It was the same LAN. It was the same LAN that Clan Mystic won when they had the where they had that guy that got caught cheating. Whoa! What? Dude, that LAN was actually mad back then, if I think about it. That was a mad LAN.
留一手表示这局游戏跟我无关，这一分跟他确实关系不是特别大。不管是首杀还是后续的交火，其实都产生在 B 点。对，我觉得就柏林这种非常激进的控场位打法，确实能弥补 FPX 在正面火力上的一个不足。Do you
think Valorant will have cheating scams like CS did? Nah, not really, man. I think those days are done. Everyone's too on it these days.
感觉这3分丢的，我觉得对于 EDG 来说也不是很能接受。
It was a little bit looser back then. Which LAN? Whatever LAN Clan Mystic won in CS. Is it WESC? Is that the thing? Is that the LAN I'm thinking of?
再加上就 EDG 它有时候取得了一些优势，被对方 FPX 翻盘，也是可能需要调整。
It was Kukli, Hiroshima, Apex, like whatever team that was, whatever team they won, to whatever LAN it was that LAN. it was a pure madness.
来说，心思肯定更多的在这3分上面，因为本来一个5-0的开局，被对面现在慢慢的追进了，扭回来了。
接下来 EDG 在进攻端要不要去打一打变速？因为你如果持续的慢，你会被对手抓到一些节奏。
Okay. Get a little timeout on this one. 3 in a row makes a lot of sense. They're getting back into it. We have 5 ults to play with, and we have no money if we lose this one. So it's a good timeout, especially as the money has like really got out of control.
A2 楼铁板的这个位置，铁壁会给到一个下水道的山峰地线。
没错。看这个。 2连跳去哪？
这样走吧，
让球球去啊！我是瑞娜，我不是蝰蛇。
讲道理是很奔放的，其实有很多角度是直接跳过清点顺序的。给到一个手稳。
EDG 他这样的话存了2个惊喜翻腾，可以让
还剩一个，
还有一个了，就可以让康康从正面跳。
These smokes kind of go soon. Yeah, they got a damn flash goes in. 2 people over towards site. Sorry, 1 over towards site. Omen checks back his site. They think it's clear. Yeah, the Omen ult didn't see anyone, so they just didn't expect this guy to be here, I'm pretty sure. The flood is nice, the smokes go away because too much, I mean, they were a little bit slow on the hit, but I think it was more just down to the util, so this was nice from FPX. They just straight up to stop the hit, especially with the smokes were here. And then you got to shout out Life as well. He's been doing a lot of risky plays, and this was relatively risky as well, but it paid off pretty heavy. Gets over towards the site, so when these smokes go, we just have such a solid crossfire. First map with Breeze. First map was Breeze. FPX could have closed it out. They were at 12-10.
所以现在 FPX 2个人就抱团取暖，你看180，我看180。
FPX 好像现在在看统编哦。
但还好，这个位置就是因为 A 大比较长，就不存在第一时间被摸到。
看到了，
错失了一个机会。这一分 Smoky 应该要尝试骗人出来杀，或者尝试把前提了吗？直接来找吗？没有，给了闪，但第一时间没跟，第二时间180度，还是尽量减少给 Smoky 的机会。
Yeah, and I think the delay was too much. I didn't see what was in this area, but they kind of missed their window, and then the smokes just went. Yeah, that's the one. ESWC 2013.
动。
Yeah, that was a madness.
有些时候 run 一波。
Yeah, I remember spectating. It was like, I remember what the UK team was. It might have been Dignitas. I remember seeing one of the teams play against them just pull out the cable when they lost 2 people, and I was just like, man, that is outrageous. And then the winner gets caught for cheating. So it's just a LAN that was just riddled with everything.
康康是打掉了对方一把枪，但是他好像不太敢去捡，因为
距离太远了，
对，太深入了。而现在的
Dude, that was 11 years ago. That's crazy.
并没有来到对对方比较深入的点位，把对方的推车半线打掉。
那这一波在捡不到枪的前提下，就要尽量去利用对面少烟的一个情况了。
但是 B 点现在成为了 FPX 非常有控制力的一个点位，
他根本不慌，你反正 B 大根本不来人的。
而且 A 点现在压力给到了刘一手，刘一手手里有个大，如果打掉一个之后，这个抛出神仙曲系优势就在方 Plus 了。
那这一分 FPX 的意图是有控 B， 然后 A 放了，你要打 A。
I like this though. From FPX, they go aggro since they lose a player. They still have info over towards A, and this guy's gonna clear mid. Maybe. Maybe he has a fast flank on this. No good guns for EDG. Well, I say no good guns, 2 good guns. A lot is on this Yoru. I think he's here pretty early. And they gotta hold this with nobody. So this duel that's coming up, pretty important. Damn. Damn, bro, that was sick. He really didn't want to go out into the open and take the duel. He had to just commit here. And with that, this guy's scared of heaven. So now they don't check behind. And they have no map control. Lovely retake. This is really good. The breach damage here makes a lot of sense. FM Toxic, yeah, that'll be it. That'll be the team.
为什么这一分 EDG 可能会更倾向于 A 点呢？因为 FPX 知道这一分 EDG 其实是很多人没钱的。
对，在这种
混棋的局面之下 ，B 点是一个在存钱分比较容易去打的点位，所以他们更注重于 B 点的防守。
而且 B 点其实是有套组合套餐的，就现在这一套，下一分可能还会遭中。它是狙配合 Life 的这个闪，随时捏手里。一旦狙看到人，狙第一枪线出枪，然后 Life 会立刻交闪拉出去，在 B 大打组合拳。 就如果 Life 跟 Autumn 站在同一边的话，但这一分看上去 Life 又去到了 A 点，还是在自己在做一些小调整。
对，连续被追分，哦，这一分开局步入神鬼。
又来了，上一次在下水道折过一次啊。
How many teams have I played for? Is it a salary? Not many, bro. Actual salary orgs? Like, and I'm including stuff that's like under 300. Would have been Excel, Attica. Pretty much it. FM, no, we didn't get salaries in any of those orgs. That's the thing. There were no salaries in Source, really, unless you were like a top 1 team. There must have been some others.
转点比较慢的原因是因为刚才不请自来是一个 fake TP 啊，
对，
然后
交了个假声音，
对，交了个假声音，让 EDG 转点的速度被拖延了。
现在 EDG 这个进攻就陷入泥潭，这个3打5不打也不太行，因为你不打，现在连败拉满，你这一分就真的保这个枪，其实是惩罚也很痛嘛，1000块。
关键是也来到上半场尾声了，
对面要反弹闪 ，Life 这个位置准备反弹闪，弹的还不错，但是对面在门外。
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm looking at the positioning here. We've got 4 people though. They could definitely flood, but they might not want to flood because of the time.
20秒了，爆能器还没有进到点内。 时间现在成为了 EDG，
留一手在拖，但是这波铁皮的技能给的不错，但是能往里顶着轩辕打了一个非常关键的击杀，但点里面还有一把狙10秒，有短炮吗？
爆能器还在安装过程，安装下来了，
但是浩东守住了。
Damn, this was a 3v5 on this one, and I think when they had 4 people here, they had to flood heaven, but they didn't want to flood heaven because they had site control and there was only 20 seconds left, and they wanted to late pinch heaven once they went over towards the site. Yeah, I think they kind of messed up. I think when the Omen Flush went in, you kind of got to send it there. 5 on that one. Esports wasn't established back in the 90s. Dude, you joke, but honestly, it wasn't. Like, I was pumped when I was getting, like, what was my first salary is 150 quid for a month. I was pumped on that. I was young, though. But, like, that was back then. Then you thought you kind of made it. No joke, we used to go to LANs, and you wouldn't even for winning a LAN, you wouldn't even cover all your costs. Like, it was crazy, man, back then. It was pure just like hobby passion. That's it. And then it started getting a bit more legit. There was probably like 2 teams from most countries that started getting decent salaries. And when I say decent, like, I think still under like 2,000 a month. Then it really grew. Then it grew fast. This camera is sick, by the way. That's up so high. One kill trip on site. No one to get a kill off this kill trip though, so they can just clear this one for free. And this is the good Viper ult. Look at this Viper ult. Much better. Hate the ones over towards site. This way you kind of block one choke point is the one. And this is looking good, even with this ult. Were they gonna save and then realize it was last round? Okay, nicely done from EDG. I still think FPX did a pretty good comeback on that one to manage to get 5 when they were like, what, 5-0 down? Have I ever worked or played against Neo? The only time I played against Neo is like when CS:GO first came out. There was like a mixed channel, and it was just like good players from 1.6 and Source just get together in just like a server where you could all play, and it kind of like ranked all your stats. It was basically like Face It just before Face It, essentially. So that was fun. I got to play against like Get Right and all the, because I hadn't really played against the 1.6 players, so we got to play against them. That was pretty fun, like early on. That was like the first year of it. Skype groups, dude. It was MIRC. That's how old it was. It was like it was ran on that. I'm pretty sure. Could be wrong with that. They like all the players were in it. It was fun.
就是要打碎了牙往肚子里吞的这种感觉，这是一个没有那么好接受的结果。
对，但至少 EDG 的角度的话，他们还是在上半场取得了一个就大数据上的一个比分的领先，对，7比5。
现在看一下两边一边再战之后怎么说，在这张地图上你能看得到。
Wireless mouse? I mean, it's kind of preference. I was like pretty. It took me a while to switch to wireless mouse, but honestly, it feels great now. Pro players and stuff have other jobs back then. It depends. A lot of the time they were like young, so they maybe wouldn't have to. Karrigan? I'm not entirely sure. Eco? I tell you what, I played against a lot of played against a lot of pros in Face It in America just because the EMEA ELO is so messed up. Like, so my Face It ELO, like ELO, whatever it was, when I switched my account and played in America, when I was doing like observing in America, like I ended up being like top 5 in terms of ELO there, so I was just getting ranked against crazy people, and I had like James Bardolph on my team who it was like level 4 or something, and we were playing up against like Nothing, Eco, like all of the pros, like all of the, like the Brazilian pros as well, and it's like, man, we just get slaughtered every single game. It was pretty funny though. My elo went down fast, bro. Faster than you've ever seen. But it was funny as hell, man. James Bardolph is a funny guy, man. I really like James Bardolph, man. Damn, bro. He's dueling everyone here. Nobody. Okay, double pistol as well. They're kind of racking up a lot of pistols here.
再来看一下，哇，这真没办法，
就纯赌时间嘛。
Do I work out a lot when I have free time? I didn't when I was coaching. Like I've only really been getting back into the gym now that I have some free time. Okay, they get a plant, they force into it. Oh, it's his big round. Big round. So yeah, like I would say maybe a year now, kind of not solidly, but the most consistent I've been for a bit.
关键浩东暗演完，甚至可以TP到这个门口的箱子上，但他并没有这样选择。我们要注意 ，Smoky 他是没有做过动静的，
对，
他是一个究极暗面，只有浩东给了对方一个错觉，好像是一个单人防守。来了，
这一波直接进，矩阵余波给的位置是逼人出来，但有地方能站。
The breach flash on that was real good. Maybe. Yeah, they now got a higher lower on this as well. Okay, Lysol needs to win that. Force buy into this one, yeah, it has not paid off. It was close. Like if they managed to kill the Omen on that other peak, then I think they had it.
他本来是藏在暗面的人，他来打收割的，但是因为他要交技能，交完技能之后，对方的这个火力的倾斜点就瞬间从刚才的浩东转到了 Smoky，
而且 Smoky 虽然人没了，但他至少赚了2个助攻，刚才至少有两个击杀上面。
他的技能是把对方。
If not for esports, what would I be doing? So like while esports was on, I was doing like it was more like freelance, like it was kind of like setting up events. It was like essentially. I don't want to say event management, but it was like kind of close to it. We would like set up a lot of stuff, and we would go to events and like set up a lot of their stuff. So maybe like gaming event management, I guess. Something around that.
这波肯定是不信的呀！你现在什么动静也没给，而且 Life 手里面也没什么技能。
That's kind of what I was doing part time as well while observing and playing.
防你 rush 的，我都不敢想，如果是提速的话，康康这一波的发挥空间得有多大？
关键那个位置你有可能淹不到，你的进攻也很可能是给到他身后的。
对，我觉得大概率是淹不到。
The tech guy, dude, you know when like tech pauses come in, we used to do that for like Gfinity and stuff. But we used to do more than that. But
我觉得这个选择从上帝视角来看 ，FPX 处理的是非常到位的，
而且 A 点留了人在做动静。A 点是拖了4个人的回防，现在 EDG 还没
有。The coolest thing that we used to do, like in that company, was like when a new Call of Duty would come out or something like that, we would go on tour and just we'd go like around Europe or something, and we would just set it up and just show loads of press and like people, I guess influencers as well. Like we did loads of events with like KSI and dude, is it Ali A? He was like really big back then. I think that was like the main kind of streamer back then. Dude, he could have farmed so much more than that. 23 HP, 60 HP. Oh, no time on it. I tell you what, though. I tell you what, that was a close round. Carlos, thank you for sending that, mate.
在被黑的情况之下 ，Life 是接了2个。
这波康康其实是有点尴尬的，他正好踩到了对方阿阳的头上。
而无畏契约的人物模型是一个圆头的锥体，你会滑下去。
Okay, big buy round now. Big buy round, and they at least did a lot of damage. And I was thinking, with the force earlier, it might be a bit of a wipeout, to be honest. But if they win this, I'm not saying it's winnable, but it's a lot closer.
2个在 B2， 但是没有人可以打协同。
B1 的人好像也看到了，
想抓 B1 吗？山峰体也给了，反手的一个暗眼，但距离有点远，
又躲到掩体后面了。
又是掩体，但 Life 说
Oh, what? Dude, how does that dink? Not kill him, 32? He did great to hit the guy in heaven, to be honest. Nah, they're gonna lose this round. Seekers goes in, all 3's gonna go over towards B main. FPX just need to deal with the Seekers and then just cut sound for a while. They could go back to A if they want as well, like obviously that would be good, but they know they're all here. That's some mad timing. And he is, especially with this dog coming over towards B, he is gonna hear this.
部队的转移。
Yeah, he is the running.
两个人好像在平行走
Was his
位
team over? We need to look at Raze.
正好
But
遇到，正好遇到这个位置。
oh, that's big. Now they should go back.
这个身位控制加急停
They should know that he heard them early.
而对面都已经
We have an Omen ult.
关键见影片一下
Yeah, this guy's gonna walk into B. We're gonna see an Omen ult over towards B. This is looking decent. This might be a good recovery here.
留了人的，
The guy had to stay alive.
那这样的话接受一个2打3的残局，2楼包，
至少这个世界包是能安装起来了。
让奥特曼去2楼，奥特曼
Yo, good plant. They might not expect Autumn so close.
浩龙要等队友吗？
I mean, they did, but he had a nice shot.
把人数优势送还给了对手。其实虽然是个2打2，但是 FunPlus 有下安装爆能器的优势。
看 nobody 了 ，Smoky 山峰地线应该还要等一会儿，他这个引路之损是先能够帮队友拿点信息的。
两个人是全走到了重生点这个方向，其实有点难猜的，因为这个爆能器有点像 B 通包。
这个爆能器就是你要非常难猜，而且对面大概率会反绕，但是你又不知道什么时候会绕到。哦 ，nobody 非常漂亮的一枪，
关键宝点上有烟，现在阿托姆很尴尬，他有一个惊喜翻腾可以打断一手。
对面还没低包，看到一个在第一给踩。
Lovely nade. Wanna throw a satchel in there to secure it?
感觉好像活不下来啊，还剩半截，没时间了。
Okay, nicely done. Big round from them. Big recovery in the 4v3. They did great. They handled the ultra really well. Made sure that they went back over towards here. They got the important kill on Kang. And leaving one over towards B, especially when they had the Omen ult, was perfect. I mean, they had the option to just go back. Like, they wanted to keep their options open for this.
而且这一波其实柏林如果没有打掉康康，
Rat and Kane, thank you so much for the 17 months.
这是个随机应变。
Appreciate that, bro. Thank you, thank
如
you.
果假设刚才下水道没有人绕这个后，他们只能进 A 包。
是，
所以就很多时候你会看到柏林的思路是非常灵活的，他并
And yeah, with the eco round that they did, the one before this, ooh, nice shot. Yeah, they actually managed to break the econ. We get 2 hero guns.
再打掉，哎呦，这个雷又被弹出来。这一分 FPX 节奏有点怪啊，
上来主要是手杀完全补不到啊，没有办法做补枪。
这也是夜路这个英雄比较尴尬。
Too early to have dinner. What time is it there? 11? Nah, you can get away with that.
他的枪，但是这个近点又是柏林，闪身
看到了，nobody 是个狂怒，他本来就是一勾一打，
有山崩地线啊，第一时间支援一下浩东，甚至还有第二时间的暗眼。
必打3个人交反闪，但这个单枪烟是只能确保必打的安全，没有办法再往外走了。
但 FPX 有一个人已经压到了非常深的位置。
How about 3 AM? Yeah, you're fine with that one as well.
但
Honestly, anytime, I would have said it's fine.
对 EDG 其实也造不成太大的威胁。
确定住，再确定一下，你2个人在外面，山崩地线给了反清必大，但这也就意味着进攻方再进 B 点的时候没那么多技能可使。阿阳差1个点，
奥特姆在2楼这个位置，其实让 EDG 非常的难受，要被腹背夹击了，
而且回防会被分割。奥特曼要来了，看一下奥特曼找人，侧身一个。
And they know the Omen's there because he just flashed.
队友跟的有点慢。
Oh boy.
这隔点烟，隔点烟。
Oh man, I thought he was gonna get 2. Lovely shot again. 20 seconds on this. Wanted to nade. This is all.
对方抛出了神经曲袭，确定了最后球球的位置。
找人直接杀，但是球球的正义。
Yeah, that kind of secures it, man. That fully resets their money. Everyone's sitting at about 2,000. I mean, Kang hit some shots. The Omen on side did great as well.
在 B 点虽然是用技能反清了一波，但是他们退的也很及时。
这波 life 其实我觉得应该考虑一下，不请自来走。这个位置被锁死之后，你其实这样拉出去，对面是不会相信你是假身的。你假身已经先出去了。
这个隔点烟也让当时想进 B 点的 FPX 的选手非常难受。第一个人进点，虽然第二个人补强，但付出的代价是实打实的。调出
11，
战术暂停。现在这个分差对于 FPX 来说已经是非常不妙了，
有点难玩。
而且好像感觉不到 FPX 在这张地图这个阵容体系
Singular comp for every map. I don't know, man. Like Viper, Viper Omen.
他们这个夜路
Then what?
的玩法到底想的是什么？我能看得到的玩法就是山崩地线配合夜路
Cypher, Yoru,
但实际上打出来的
Sky, and you could probably get away with it on every map, I guess. If you had to use the same comp for every single map, I'm not saying you're going to excel at anything though, but would make it work. Maybe you don't even need the Sky.
2次下水道被规避走，这是让 Life 当时想去追击非常难的一个事情。
You have Yoru flashes. Did I see Zeish tweet? Nah, what's he tweeting?
地图最后的底牌打出来了，因为现在的比分已经来到了非常微妙的。
What a mad year that guy must have had. What a mad year he's been through. He experienced all of K-Corp last year, sticks with it, then insta what? We're just 2 months into this year and he gets more success than I mean he's had more wins in the space of a week than he experienced in a whole year.
直接走，藏了一个，但是有真假，短炮喷走啊！其实准确的说是短炮打残。
4 HP on
有
that.
一手完成了最后的收尾 ，Autumn 只有4滴血，
藏了，他这个时候肯定要藏一手的。
FPX 现在没有治疗型的英雄啊，所以这4滴血没有办法去抬回来。
在这儿。
2个人就在近点 ，EDG 选择了在长枪分跟对方短兵相接，这是一个极度冒险的举动。
A 打是有2个人的哦。
可能要被先看到枪管 ，Smoky
已经看到了，柏林在勾，柏林在勾。阿阳是有枪的，这份对
Yeah, they gotta know they've been doing some chip damage here.
明显 ，EDG 警觉性很高，完全拉满了。
双跳，同盟馆，球球知道人要来了，这边直接拉2个，球球拉掉，没问题。
With the stun, he was tempted. He's on for it. It's a nice shot to deny it. Fair play. 58 scrims won in a row. Not dropped a map since Feb 16th. 58 in a row? Pretty good. Depends who they're playing though, but...
这个位置你想2个人，比如说挂绳打协同，其实难度是非常高的。
并且这个通风管真的吃到山崩地陷，那你只能等，
只能尬等。来了，对于 FPX 来说，6个常规时间的盘点。 想要搬的难度是非常之大的。
It's cool and all, but isn't losing learning. But you got to remember, like most of the VOD review, like say we're watching a prac right now. You know those rounds, and like you'll hear me say it sometimes, and I should probably say it more often, just for you to get like a vibe of when it is. It's only like moments, right? You're still going to have those rounds that you're VOD reviewing, right? You're still going to have those rounds that you play wrong, even though you win the entire game. Like, you're still going to have those rounds that you learn it, so... Even just losing rounds, and even just winning rounds, you can even just be like people messed up in certain situations to get to that. It's not like 1 rounds you can't learn from them as well, so... It's not like you have to lose heavy to learn, it's just like, that's a savage way of... Bro, everyone is Wing forwards against Razords, and they're not killing anyone. The only reason that you hear about like people talking about like losing for learning, it's more just like we used to call it like when we nicely done from them, and this was a clean map to be honest, really. We used to call it like a free lesson, right? Obviously you get the painful lessons where you lose and you lose so much from it, but when you kind of have these games where you actually have stuff to learn but you win, you get free lessons. So you can learn from everything. You don't have to actually like lose games. It's round by round basically, is what I'm saying.